Woo! Tons and tons of snow here. And it's very heavy snow. Lots of work to do. It's been over 2 months now that this tent has been out here up against the extreme elements, and you can see it's starting to get buried deeper and deeper in snow. And it stands up like no other tent. The thing really is, it's like a tank, man. It really is. It's unbelievable. Now, the last time I was here, it was freezing in the -30s. Much warmer today, more like a winter wonderland. -11 Celsius. And so it's very pleasant. And I have a new stove that I'm bringing into this tent. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it all off. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to set up the new stove. We're going to let that stove sit in here, cook hot. There might be a few, it's a stainless steel stove, but there still might be some gases on it that you want to kind of burn off. So we'll do that. Then we got to head over to the other tent. It is on this lake. It's not a far drive. We'll go over to the other tent. We're going to pick up some supplies. We need to check on it because I haven't been there in a few weeks. And so lots to do today before we settle in for the night here at the bear tent. This tent is beautifully camouflaged here. I did notice some snowmobile tracks coming up around. Oftentimes around here, people are left alone. A lot of people set up tents all over the place in the winter time, out on the ice, spots of land like this. And it's really a big pastime out here. A lot of people like to fish with their tents, and they'll set them up for 2 or 3 months at a time. And this one's probably been set up longer than most because I set it up in November. Yeah, it looks good. Looks great. The snow is really starting to come down here now. And it might snow all night and into tomorrow. And that would be lovely. Even though it looks like, I'm surrounded completely in snow, don't get me wrong. We just don't get as much as other places. We live in a pretty dry place. We don't get a lot of snow. We see a lot of sun here in the Northwest Territories. So having snowfall like this right now, it's just beautiful to be out here in this. Now this stove right here has really served me well. I love this stove so much, but it's an old design, right? Look at this. It's got a round opening, and you have to actually put the legs on. They don't fold out, and that would be it. And I mean, the draft system is really unique, but these stoves are really hard to get now. And RBM Outdoors has gone to a square front, which is also really, really nice. Getting warm. Whew, a bit too warm. Okay. That's better. Now, I've used this kind of stove before with the square opening. Very good. Very easy to use. The first one I had, there was a little bit of an issue with the draft. Noticed it after a bit, and they said that they fixed that issue. So let's see. Let's see tonight if they have. Gasketed door, awesome. Didn't know that actually. They have these fold out legs, push the button, spin it, you're good. You can do it one-handed. Good. Okay, we're set up. Can I get that back there? I might be able to get it right in like that. Let's see. What is that? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And I am going to Try to line this up as best I can here. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, no. Okay. There we go. Just like that. And they're all in nice and snug. Should work perfectly. Okay. So you can see I got to go back a little bit. There we are. Oh man, that's great. Perfect. Yeah, let's start with these two right here. Oh, nothing like that first burn. And today I'm going with fat wood. It's the fire starter of choice here at the old bear tent. I like using it. It just lives here now. Take 2 pieces and let's hope it's enough to get her going nice and hot. No. Uh-oh. That's not good. What's going on here? I'm going to run out of matches before I light this. Oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh! Just go like that. Look at that sky. Just so beautiful here. Sun is setting. The night is just beginning. Just gonna open the windows while I go over to the other tent. And that'll allow for this place to stay aired out because that stove will give off a bit of a stink at first. It should fit. I think they're about the same size. Oh yeah, we're good. Perfect. I'm overheating. I want to get my extra sleeping bag here, my double up sleeping bag, and I need to get the broom because I bring the broom back and forth, or broom as some people call it. Sometimes I call it that. Yes, okay. Give us a bit of light while we're doing a bit of work here. I want to relieve this tent of any snow that might be on it. It's minus 13 in here right now. That's about 10 degrees Fahrenheit. So minus 13 Celsius is 10 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the main thing. This sleeping bag is going over top of the one I have at the other tent. It's the one I have at the other tent is not a warm sleeping bag. I'm going to double it up. It's going to be great. The last time I slept in here, it was very cold. I doubled up both of these. It was an amazing sleep. The other thing I came for is the old honey bucket. These things aren't cheap. They travel back and forth. My honey bags and the old honey bucket. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a Blaze King, but they've got a catalyst in the stove. And what happens is when the stove's hot enough, you close the chimney and all the smoke and the flames go through this catalyst. It's a secondary burn, and it creates this amazing effect with the flames because all of the smoke is burning. And this stove, no joke, pretty much does the same thing. Like, I'm looking at it now, and the flames are eating the smoke the exact same way a Blaze King would, and that has to do with the design. The fact that that smoke needs to curl around that baffle, it's almost like another secondary burn. Truly amazing. Maybe one of these nights, I mean, probably like a 0% chance, but I sometimes think about getting like the ultimate like 5, 6, 7, 8 sleeping bag system and just sleeping outside and seeing how I do just like on the ground, but it probably won't happen. I really hate sleeping bag zippers. I wonder how much time sleeping bag companies put into having the best zipper system. Because I don't think they put that much. That inner sleeping bag is like a minus 10. The outer sleeping bag is a minus 15. That's minus 25 with the double layer, though it's going to feel like probably a minus 40 sleeping bag. Little pillow. Doesn't need to be a big one when you're camping. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want to have a nice night in this tent with that wood stove and a sleeping bag system like this. I want to split this up, get the stove nice and hot, and make myself some supper, and then I'll deal with my wood situation. I've just been smoldering a big piece in there, keeping the temperature nice in the tent. I haven't gone excessive. Now I want to. See what's on the menu. We're gonna have steak. We're gonna have potato salad. Steak, potato salad, onion, some mushrooms, steak spice, and I got some butter. This is supper. Oh, I love a good potato salad. No one's potato salad is as good as my mother's. My grandmother's second place. But I'll eat any potato salad. Oh, baby. Look at that. And all of this, all of it, right on top of that steak, just like that. Oh, oh. I love these little Gotham steel pans. They also clean really easily. Pretty tough pans. Let's see. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's a little bit overdone, but it's still so tender. Once you get up against, no, that's perfect. That is perfect right there, look at that. Medium rare. That right there is a 10,000. It is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Wow. Melt in your mouth. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, just insanely delicious. I've got some old wood behind the back of this tent. There's loads of it. It's lumber, but it's old. It's not usable anymore for any sort of construction. Perfect for burning in this tent. I could probably get, with all the lumber that's back here, I don't know, maybe like a week out here. There's just so much of it. Baby. See, the two hands seems to really help speeding things up. I mean, I want to be the guy who's doing it with one hand and showing you guys that I'm fast with one hand. But I'm just faster with two. It's the way it goes. Also, when I'm holding this grip, if I'm up high here and then there, I'm actually using a little more leverage against the wood. But it's moving around on me here. I got about 30. That's gonna be more than enough for the night. I actually got some real wood here too that came from the other tent. And just a little bit. That's some good stuff to throw on overnight. When I leave this place, it's going to be, I'm going to have it in tip-top shape. Everything is going to be pulled down nice. I'm going to make sure I have the wood, you know, how I need it to arrive. I've got all those splits now I'm prepared. And it'll be just like when I arrived today. Nice and tidy, minimal and ready to go. And that's exactly how I want it to remain for the rest of this winter. Cabin, same thing. When I show up in my cabin, I want it to be clean. I have a checklist. I make sure that everything is done a very particular way before I leave. So that way when I come back to the cabin, I'm arriving to a clean slate. And it's the only way to do it. My wall tent, the same thing. I know exactly where everything is in my wall tent and everything that is there. I know what is there. And so I know what I need to bring. I know what I need to get through the night comfortably. Because as you guys know, I love doing this stuff in comfort. I really do. It's the best for me. It's just, I just want to really enjoy myself. And yeah, so the cleaner it is, the more enjoyable it is for sure. Anyway, I'm going to jump in this double sleeping bag system. Snooze like a baby because I've been outdoors all day. There's nothing better than going to sleep after you've been outdoors all day, especially during the winter. Oh man, just knocks you out. I'll see you guys in the morning. It's warm out there today. I still love to warm up the bottoms of my liners to my boots before I put my boots on in the morning. It is the best feeling popping those on, even though it's warm out. Love doing it. Okay, so the stove did a good job last night. It did a really good job. When I was too hot, I turned it way down, and when I got cold, I would turn it up a little bit, and you can really dial it in. Whatever you ask of this thing, it's not going to erupt on you. It's not going to surprise you in any way. You can completely control it with that draft system. It is excellent. And love the control of the heat. And like I had mentioned, the front draft system, there was an issue with the original Caminus M. M stands for medium. It's a medium-sized stove that they make. There was a little bit of an issue with the draft system. They've since completely fixed that. It is perfect now. Like, you can really, really get that stove to behave exactly how you want it to. Now, I don't know if it's just this stove that I have, or if it's something that the company might need to address on other stoves, or if they've heard from people who've said, uh-oh, I've got this issue. There's a bit of creosote coming out of the front seams where I guess you would weld it shut. So I told them I'd be telling you guys, and I've been with RBM for a long time. They treat me really well. You know, they're good guys, and they, I think they have stellar products, like absolutely fantastic. And this stove will serve me well, but I got to figure out what's going on with that front side there. But yeah, like, I mean, the tent is a 10, right? You know, their tents are 10s. So I don't know how quickly they'll get back to me, but I'll make sure that I update you guys. Maybe I'll make a post on the channel or something once I find out more. So you'll have to hang tight for that. But yeah, great times. Everything is perfect. Everything is in place. This is a great little camping spot. I love going into that tent. I love warming it up. I love being out in the cold with that tent. It's a champion. And I just love relaxing. And last night after I shut off the camera, I have a little bit of signal here. It's actually surprisingly good compared to what it has been in the past. And I just watched a little bit of YouTube last night in the bed and just relaxed, right? Everything was shut down. I just watched a bit of sports highlights, right? And then I went to sleep, and it was just really, really, really nice. It really was. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back really soon.